Hi guys, Smith here, welcome to the 5th round of the AOR Formula C League, and today I'm at Silverstone. Now, I missed the first race, I disconnected, and which was very disappointing. I think I could have probably finished in the top 2 in the race, and I think I'd have got pole because I was doing 1:49 my personal best in qualifying, so I think the qualifying time was like a 1:51, so that was really disappointing. But anyway, thankfully I managed to get into the second race, so this is going to be the second qualifying round. Hopefully I can get pole. I can see I've starting my lap, heading towards turn 3. So really got one shot at this because this is the 5-minute qualifying session, so really I've got to try and put in a good lap straight away. If I mess up, really that's qualifying over, and I'm probably going to start at the back of the grid depending on other people's qualifying laps. So heading towards the turn 6 on the Wellington straight. This is Brooklands. Shift down to gear 4, then gear 3 eventually there. Now Luffield, and this is very easy to lose the rear of the car. This is the part of the track I really struggled on, and it's very easy to lose the rear, so thankfully I didn't lose that. I was actually thinking if I lose the rear I'm going to not set a good lap, but thankfully I managed to keep the rear stable through that corner. Going through Cops now, and this is another tricky bit because if you touch the curb it can throw your car off, but coming through Maggots and then Beckett's, and took it pretty well, so heading down through Chapel now. And you can't really carry much speed through Beckett's because I think it's really to do with the controller. It's not really that responsive through the second part of the 2S's, which is a bit disappointing because it's nice to take them flat out. But anyway, coming towards the end of the lap, this Vale and then Club Corner is the last turn. So heading to Club Corner, through Club Corner now, heading towards the straight, and this will be a 50.0, which put me in first position, so that was pleasing. I did a really good lap. I could have probably improved in the first sector, but I think the second and the third sectors were really good, to be honest. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that lap, and hopefully I can get a good result in the race. Maybe, hopefully win, really, considering the pace to the cars behind. But anyway, green light goes, and get another poor start, and I think I'm going to be jumped by Atticus in a minute, heading in towards turn 1. And yes, he is ahead, and give him a little tap there, but he comes back onto the track, and I think I'm going to let him have the position. I'm not too sure. He has the position for now, but I think he's on the left hand side to me, and yeah, he has got that move done, so he is back in first position. So yeah, disappointed to lose the lead at the start, but I reacted to the lights too late. The car did roll a little bit, which sort of put me off, I suppose, at the start, which was a bit disappointing. But hopefully I can get past Atticus sooner rather than later, because I think I've got Wookie Pete, and he's not too far behind me, so he's only a few tenths, which I've got to try and get past Atticus, because Wookie Pete did win that first race and did qualify on pole, I believe, as well, so he's got some good pace around here. But heading on to the end of lap 1, and Atticus still behind him, and he does get onto the curb there, and I'm up into first position, so I am leading this Grand Prix on lap 2 of the race, and coming towards turn 1, and I cut it, and then I run onto the runoff, and I slow down and let Atticus back through. Got to make sure that I don't let Wookie Pete back through as well. So yeah, I didn't want to sort of gain a really big advantage from cutting that turn and riding onto the runoff. But anyway, Atticus gets all out of shape and out on Beckett's, so I'm back into first position. Now heading down this straight, get onto the grass, and that's going to give Atticus the run, so he's back into first on the hanger straight, heading in towards Stowe Corner, and he does get a little bit out of shape and stick it up the inside of him at Stowe, and we're still side by side. A little bit of contact there. Now heading in towards Vale turn, he goes too deep, so I'm going to have a cut back on him, go round the outside, but then you can see I'm going to get onto the curb, which lets both Wookie Pete and Atticus through, and that was really frustrating because I did have quite good pace. I think through the 2 corners I was taking it in a higher gear than Atticus, and I was having to, well, I normally was, but I had to take it into a lower gear because he did not really carry much speed through the 2 turns, because I don't think he actually even practiced for this race. And I actually do sweat quite a lot, which, you know, I don't have anything better to do, but he did lose it on the curb there, and I'm up into 2nd position, so was unfortunate for him. But anyway, now managed to catch up Wookie Pete, and he has lost it, so I'm up into 1st position, and that was pretty lucky. I did have the pace on him, but you know, I weren't really sort of making, you know, the most of it, really, the pace. But I got lucky there with Wookie Pete spinning, and I'm going to come towards the line now to claim another victory, so I'm very happy with that. To be honest, if I could have done the 1st race, I probably could have won, but you know, that's just the way it is. But I'm pleased to win the 2nd race. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Till the next time for the last round in Nürburgring. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.